Sean, how'd this game get away? You were in control in the third.
Yeah, I mean, we knew what kind of game we were getting coming into it. I think even when we were up to these circumstances this time of year, that team, what's on the line, I think you knew they weren't going to just shut down. I thought they got a couple, good bounce on their goals there, and that's a hockey game.
Yeah, you and I talked between periods about the penalties, but that one in overtime, that's lethal, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't got much to say about that.
Can I go back earlier, though? We chatted. I want to revisit that. What were you guys doing to build this game along and to build a lead?
I think just focusing on, small details. I think, at this time of year, this push going into the break, I think those details kind of push teams past, that point of getting points here. And I think that's something that no matter what the score, no matter what the time, focus on our details, on what we can do well. It sounds cliche, but shift at a time, focus on the next play, winning your battles, and, going from there. It's these games come down to a few bounces a night, so you just try to be on the right side of the puck at all times, give your team the best chance you can to win the hockey game.
Talk about your game. You were all over this one tonight. A lot of this went through you. How did you feel about it on both ends?
I mean, not great because we lost, to be honest. I mean, I'm just, like I said, it's this time of year, you just focus on the small things. I think obviously, with my game, I know if I can control those small things, a lot of that stuff will come. I think, I would have been feeling a lot better if we came out with 2 points, but just going to build on it.
Speaking of small things, can we break down the play that was made, the plays that were made for the Cooley goal?
Yeah, I mean, Kels is always looking for the puck. I kind of fell in behind him. Puck was bouncing there, kind of came over his stick. It's always good having our forwards drive the net. Done a great job of that as of late. I know probably not going to beat that goalie from Arister from there. My percentage goes a lot higher if I can hit someone back door. I think he did a good job and it went in.
Is the disappointment in this one compounded by the fact it's a team you're neck and neck with in the wild card chase, or is it too early to look at stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, it is for sure. We knew that coming in. Points are so important now at this time of year, especially this next little stretch. It kind of sorts itself out with, you'll see it coming into the break. I think we know where they are, we know where we are, and we know that 2 points are everything. It's everything. So obviously it's disappointing, but again, this time of year, we got to be able to, at least from my experience, you got to move on. That's it.
What else?
What happened, no problem. What happened, you got to focus on the next one, get 2 points in van.
What elements of it do you want to take into the game in Vancouver?
Like I said, I thought we did a good job we had a good mindset coming in, positive, focus on what we do well, focus on our details, and go from there. I think that's a base that every team at this time of year, every playoff team needs to have, is something to fall back on, is your details and knowing what you can do well. And I think if we do that, the rest will come to us. We have enough talent, but we got to be able to, outwork teams, be able to do all the small things right, and like I said, a couple bounces a night, especially this time of year, in tight games like that, decides a game.
How did this game turn on you in the third?
Well, I think we played really well. I think it's 2 shots, but give them credit. They went in the net, the puck's in the net, but I like our third period. I like our overtime. I think we had a lot of good looks. It was a matter for us to finish.
About the penalty, what did you see? We'll let that go. I want to go back, though, to the start of this game and the details of this game that help you build the lead. Sean Durzi was just talking about the return to that, how important it was. What did you see as you built that?
Well, I think we played a really solid game. I think if you look at the scoring chance, look at the shot, look, the pace of the game, the possession, it's a good team on the other side, and I think we play one of our most complete game. Really happy. Like I said, the goal they scored, they had to. It was nothing free. It's not like we had breakdowns or whatever. If you look on man rush or chance we gave, or everything was really good.
Your PK was put to the test tonight, were they not?
Yeah, and they were good. I think that's, if there's one thing in the game, we had too many penalty. We wish we'd have stayed out of the box a little bit more, but it's not because we didn't play well.
I'm going to ask you about Sean Durzi's game. Touched so many parts of it. What did you see?
Yeah, it was good. He moved the puck well, made good play. He was assertive. He was confident with the puck, so really a positive game for him.
Obviously down Nick Schmaltz. Is there any update on his status?
No, it's day-to-day. Questionable for the next game, but it should not be that long.
Just André, What about Logan Cooley? Did you see tonight? Well, obviously the goal, lots of breakaway chances.
Yeah, exactly. He had a lot of opportunity. I think he played really well since we put him with Bouguet and Gunter. That line played really well. They generated a lot, and they play well both sides of the puck. They play good defense as well, so they're doing a really good job.
What has your takeaway been from your defenders of late? Obviously, even beyond the top pair, the rotation that you have below Moser and Durzi.
But Dermott and Dumba play against the top line every night, so they do a really good job. They play solid. I think Kessaring, since he's been with us, he does a really good job. He's still a young guy, but he has potential. Move the puck well, hell of a shot. He has length, skated well, and Stetcher he's a warrior. You know, he's there every game and he competes. It was tough for Bronny today. The way the game happened, we didn't play him a lot, so it's always tough for a guy who doesn't have a chance to play on a regular shift, but it's for another time for him.